Right, everything should be working. Hello. So, I don't think we're gonna finish the drawing today, but basically today we're going to be doing the colors on this thing. After I finish the stream, I still have some things to write. So, yeah, let's just get started. We will do the shading. Because I feel that the shading is the most important part, we are doing the shading in a later stream where we actually have more time. Anyways, that's the context for this stream. Let's go. The glorious army man stock image, so true. Also, welcome Kisele, welcome Salty. Right. See? And I believe, okay, both the top and bottom ones are kind of vents. Wait. Those holes at the top should be see-through, so... Five. Okay. Selecting all the holes so that we don't, so that the system doesn't color it in. Okay. Control Shift I to invert the selection. Color. Okay, perfect. And maybe not. I'm not gonna have it grow. And go. Let's select. Oh. Yeah, I had it on erase mode. Great, looking good. Oh, hi Blacksmith. Deploying into new stream. I was watching last night stream. Yep. I wanted to cook something, so it was a bit late. Right. There was a mistake. It sure is cooking. Yep. Right now I'm eating a hamburger steak. Oh, nice. Hamburger steak. I also had a hamburger, but it was just a beef patty that I put cheese on top of. Right. This person keeps calling wrong. I'm gonna misspell. So it's called patty. I guess. Depending on what you're referring to, I guess. I think hamburgers. I think the one you're referring to is is more appropriately called hamburger steak because of its specific composition. Mine is a patty because it's just frozen food. Even though I keep working at McDonald's, even though I work at McDonald's, oh yeah, it actually should be called patty at McDonald's, right? Unless it's like a regional thing. The Fieren thing. What? Where? Where Fieren? Oh, but we call it 6-1 and 10-1 rarely patty, but we do. Ah, okay, that's right. Yep, that hole should be see-through. Why people Nepal is like very okay. Why every people want everything to CQB? Because it's fun. Because it's fun and also wide range. Like wider range combat is just artillery. Wider range combat is mostly artillery and close air support and other stuff like that. CQB is just small arms versus small arms. That's probably why people keep going for CQB. Wider range. Nice voice effect. What? I wasn't doing anything with my voice. Anyways. Right, good enough color scheme for the shoe. slightly lighter maybe. Okay, this is great. Yep, pure black shoes. I feel like this is gonna be a bit hard to shade, but hopefully I can save it with the highlights. Because things that are already dark are harder to shade. Make these bits a bit lighter, I guess. Someone just pinged me on Discord. You almost started thingy. Oh. Yeah, I'll check that out later. Let's see. Slightly lighter color. Slightly darker color. There we are. Nice. Yeah, I feel like her entire color scheme is just varying shades of black. You know what? Let's just run with it. It's all just different shades of gray and black. You should reminds the one that we wear but cute. Now shade of like a gothic sniper like Goblin. So real. But yeah, I also have one of these kinds of shoes. That the type that is all black. I mean, it's pretty convenient to wear. It's pretty convenient to wear because it kind of goes with any outfit and doesn't really stand out. Alright. Oops. Yeah, if you click on the line with the fill bucket, it just takes a while to compute because it tries to fill in all the lines, and that's not something I want. I'll take step put yep. When the boots are all black with a bit of white stripes and laces. Oh, that sounds like actually sounds like a pretty good color scheme as well. I wonder if I should like do that for no, that makes it stand out a bit too much. We'll just go with what we have. Nice. I think I'm gonna go with like the weird little blue cheek rest and butt pad that Ian has. I'll make it a slightly different color. We'll go with the grey tinted color scheme of this look. Kind of a warm grey, which contrasts nicely against the kind of bluish grey that most of the outfit has. Yeah, if it tries its best not to stand out in society. Yes, that's correct. Alright, let's see. Okay, so there's kind of a separate plate at the back in the rifle butt. I'm gonna draw that into the line art. So character and gun is same color scheme, yep. But the gun has a slightly warmer color, so hopefully that makes it stand out a little bit. Nice. And that piece is blacker plastic. Rib is a bit lighter colored plastic, so I'm just gonna leave it as the default gray. Surface is kind of a nice silvery white. It's a bit too bright. Yeah, that's a nice finish. Yeah, I just gotta get that on there. Yeah, the gun is good. The gun might actually be the most colorful thing in this image. You're not sure? Oh, that sounds fine. Let's go with it. That's a nice concept. This one received heterochrome eyes. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing that. Don't use green for eyes colored, but like, do use neon for green. I think there are actually people with green eyes in real life. Yeah. Although I think green eye also means to be jealous. So you know. Bye. Bet a lot of this is gonna look much better with the shading. I'll make the whole thing a bit more biased towards red because I don't really like the colors in this region. They don't look super nice combined with my shading style. I think a lot of my work in the past used colors in that region a bit more, but now I've switched to using other parts a bit more. Alright. Yep. Starting to look a bit better. Now one teacher who had one green eye and one blue. Oh, that's really cool actually. Sounds like a pretty rare form of heterochromia. One green and one blue has got to be one of the more rare ones, right? Like both of these plate colors aren't that common. Also, as for ammo rack on gun, they went from M60 A1 A4 with stock black pouch. Magazines actually weigh quite a bit with ammo in them, so I guess it wasn't like seen as a need to carry more magazines on the gun itself. Although the scout rifle did have the extra mag storage in the buttstock. Like if you can carry it on somewhere else, it's probably easier to just do that. Because then you don't have to hold it in your hands. Well, I guess the rubber might be a bit hard. I have to decide on what color to do it in, so it doesn't just blend into her clothes. The scope is made out of black plastic and her clothes are also made out of black cloth. Sure is a bit annoying. Right. Notice when we had a school event, they had pigs when they were younger, and everyone guessing noticed the icing. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, heterochromia is rare in the first place. That's really cool. Aluminium handguard being lighter than plastic? No, it's not. I think you can argue durability, but I think plastic handguard is still lighter at the cost of maybe durability. How do you properly scale the gun with the character without making it bigger and smaller than usual? So you go to Wikipedia or someplace else, you look up the gun dimensions, and then you roughly decide how tall your character needs to be, and then you just take your fingers and you put it on the monitor, and then you kind of get the rough length of the gun, and then you put it against your character and see if it makes sense. Also, you should be doing all of this during the sketching phase because it's harder to change it later. Do you ever try to texture things like fabric to stand out from represent hair? Honestly, that's one of the weak points of my art style, I guess. Not much texturing going on. It's just solid color, even no matter if it's the cloth or the gun. Usually in this case, I differentiate by shading. So for example, the gun is held in front, so I'll shade the back to be very dark, and I'll also add a line of rim lighting and highlights. I also add like a line of rim lighting and highlights to differentiate it from the background. So it kind of ends up like this, where there's a line of reflective light, rim light, that separates this from the rest of the dark background. You can see kind of a bit of texturing on the handguard checkering, but yeah, there's not much else. Do record where highlighting and or that? Yes, exactly. Highlighting and rim lighting is extremely important for me, especially on the metallic parts like the gun. Gives a very strong sense of direction, very strong sense of differentiation. Where would like our scale be? Barrett? I think Barrett is, yeah, probably. Seems about right. Barrett length. 100. Okay, a bit more than that maybe. Like 20 centimeters more than that. Barrel length is 140 centimeters. So why does Wikipedia list the quote-unquote diameter of the barrel at 60 millimeters? It's 12.7 millimeters caliber, and I'm not sure what diameter it refers to here. Because the barrel is definitely more than 60 millimeters. Barrel outer thickness is definitely more than 60 millimeters. Caliber is 12.7, so I don't know what it means. Out of like a standing next to a barrel, maybe one day. You can, like all the firearms are scaled just about where I want them to go. So you can just look at that drawing of me with an M4 to see what the differences are, to get a sense of the scale. Also, hello Himari, Laila, Jelly. Throw some color onto. Throw some color onto the gun. And color is definitely another thing you can use to differentiate one part from another. There's lightness, and there's the hue, there's the saturation. All three can be used to differentiate parts of the image from another. Yep, looks fine. Also, if your characters about the same height and build, there's quite a few. Actually, I think most of them have been average height or higher, but there is variation in the. There is definitely variation in the height. So I think this one was about 185 centimeters. Keep in mind an M4 is roughly 1 meter long. M16A2 was 1 meter long. M4 might be a bit shorter than that. Anyways, there's also this other character. This other character is supposed to be, I think, in the region of about 170 or so. This massive character is like 2 meters plus, but I actually scaled the gun wrong on this one. This gun is supposed to be only 1 meter long, but I read the info from the wrong website. So yeah, character is supposed to be about 2 meters tall or so, and the gun should be about 2/3 of its curved length. Blueberry boy is taller than brown beard. Exactly. What's that bullpup PKP? Someone told me about it, so I went to check it out. Her version is a custom gun, maybe. Although my original intention was for her to be so massive that she can use the 50 BMG bullpup rifle, like a bullpup assault rifle, basically. I thought that would be cool at first, but I ended up scaling the gun wrong. Maybe someday I'll revisit her character. I also have an animation on my channel of her using the gun, where I did scale the rifle correctly. Wonder what color eye I should give her then. OSV96 moment. Real. The folding rifle. The folding rifle is so good. Also, that polar bear lady was 2 meters. Yeah, two or more meters. That was the intention, yes. There's a 50 cal upper. Don't be cursed to bullpup air. You know they've done it. There's already something like that. It is so cursed. The buffer tube reaches over your shoulder. I mean, someone had to try it at some point, I guess. But really, the AR ergonomics are really for like a normal configuration gun. Okay, here our gun being so big, they designed it to be a part of a motorbike and they parachute it into battle. Yes, that would be this French thing. Oh, it's Italian thing. All right. There we go. Amazing. Imagine if they built an A10 cannon into some kind of truck though. No, but recently I did see a came out. Oh, a truck, what would it be? Yeah, exactly. Also, I really like the aesthetic of M2 Brownings that are mounted on Jeeps. Like this is a very nice aesthetic. It's got the M2 Browning 50 cal on the back. I do like how the Jeep looks. I think there was also some writing that was supposed to be on the scope. There's some writing in red that I can't quite make out. That part's supposed to be the same color. Yep. Yeah, just by having a slightly different color and brightness, it can stand out against the clothes a little more. Saturation would also help, but there's not much providing color saturation except for maybe that branding. And now I'm going to go to that YouTube video and find what is written on that scope. Ah, there we go. There's a perfectly good shot of it. You're not familiar with they put motorbike and 57 and 87 and a third view. Yeah, I can see that might actually be quite useful. Might actually be a good idea. In 125, maybe it was just too heavy. 85 is already quite insane. That G must have felt badass. Yes, true. Probably not fun if you're having. Probably not fun if you're the driver and you're having a 50 cal being fired over your head. But this thing looks cool. Just put one of those anti-wire poles in the front, and it's gonna be good. Somehow true survive. Like that actually sounds really cool. It's basically an airdroppable artillery vehicle. Airdroppable self-propelled gun at this point. Right, so it's by AGM. Fantastic. I guess I had new stuff to working on. Yep. And to come up with new stuff. Guess you found some new inspiration for the next characters you're writing. Make the letter sticker. Nice. Alright, I'll color in the eyes. Guys, I can never get over your icon and stuff. Oh, hi! Welcome to the stream, Kazel. Yep, thanks for that. You said in water artillery version. I don't have a super good grasp of like the different variants of weaponry outside of small arms. God, honestly I mostly know the Soviet tank development stuff. Mostly from War Thunder. Because I was playing the Soviet Tech tree. Soviet tanks in that game are really funny. They have the highest speed, so it kind of feels like you're playing as a character in Heroes und Panzer, especially if you go to arcade mode. Also, I once shot down an aircraft with a T-34 57mm. Still one of my best moments in that game. Like, I think that plane was trying to strafe me, so it was flying directly at me, and it was really easy to aim. And when I went to look at the replay, like I shot through the middle of the plane and it just crumpled in half. It was amazing. Great purple eyes. Yep. I'm off to bed, but I'll lurk here. Yeah, honestly the stream is ending soon as well, because I'm just doing the coloring in the stream. I'm saving the shading for when I have more time and because I don't want to rush it. Yeah. Honestly, that game has a really cool concept. Pretty decent gameplay. It's just that I don't have the time to dedicate to it these days. Alright, guess that'll do. I don't have any particular visual ideas for the eyes, so we will leave it somewhat like that. Nice. Yep, bet everything is gonna look better with shading. Yeah, final stream will be probably next week. I'm going back to Malaysia this weekend to go get my laptop back from warranty. Yeah. And with my laptop, I can probably start making more progress on hopefully a 3D animation / game project. That would certainly be nice. Honestly, that thing is taking longer than I expected. I'm just gonna mark it down as a medium to long-term project for now. Anyways, to everyone who was here, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye. People say EB it's so bad to see like a lab sleeping. Yeah, I missed the Tuesday stream because I came back and accidentally fell asleep. It's weird how you stream without your ultimate laptop. Yeah, I just have to read the comments from my phone, and sometimes it doesn't update correctly on the phone, which is annoying. But yeah, that's not really essential, it's just a place for me to read the comments. I could probably get a second screen and for the same function. But yeah, good night to everyone. See you next stream. Goodbye Blacksmith, goodbye Cuz now.